This is tell anybody that if they need a copy of the Vedic Upasana, they can always contact me. Right? Well, my father did write over to make the pronunciation easier. He had his own version that he do over with the pronunciation. So I'll look for a copy of that too. If anybody want, but I have the book also, right? The original Vedic Upasana is originally published, right? So if anybody going through the thing and they want copy of the Vedic Upasana, they could always hail me out, right? Because it's always have multiple copies at home, right? So is and also if only will help with the mantras as well, right? Only can heal me out, right? Because I know I've seen them things since I was small and I never really forget it now, right? So that's that, right? Because what I was saying, right? Well, I pick up the Vedas and them to read, right? Like the Rig Veda and all of them, right? And I had to read through, like I was saying. The message in all these books is basically the same thing, like I say. Right? The Vedic Upasana is literally like the good part of the Quran, right? It's basically one and the same thing. The Vedic Upasana and the message of the Quran, the good part, right, is basically the same thing, right? So this is what I'm telling all you, right? And even the Vedas, if you try to read through them thing, you have to read through like a whole sort of thing. That what I now say, you have to read through like a whole set of verses to come to a verse already in the Vedic Upasana. So the Vedic Upasana is like a concise a compilation, right, of the good stuff that they could use to help yourself heal from British colonial experiences and all that kind of thing of the past, as well as, well, my Quran is in English because I not going to learn a whole new language at this point in life because these people beat me down to the ground. And I had no energy to go and learn a whole new language and that kind of thing. So I'll stick with Sanskrit, right, and the Vedic mantras. So if it is anybody going through the thing, right, and I need assistance with that, well, I hear, right? Because I know in normal Sanatana Hinduism, right? Well, I know you all just beat the British anytime too, right? And in this time, and you all beating the British, right? Even in death, right? You all beating the British, right? Because once you're in life, you still suffer, and once you die, you die, right? So I know normal Sanatana Hindus, right? All they beating the British right through, right? And all they beat helping me to beat this thing and this war too, right? Because all they fighting with me. By the end of the day, right? I do like to subscribe to the worship and idols on it. Right? So if anybody want the Vedic Upasana, right, that system and coming out of this, right, idol worship, and I know it's a difficult thing to do, come out of idol worshiping, but it's what I'm here to promote actually. Coming out of idol worshiping. So you gotta take the path, the message from the Vedic scriptures, right? A concise compilation is in the Vedic Upasana book, right? Or you could read the Quran, right? Like what I do, right? I literally Hill, right? Hill that book. It was like a mountain, right? It is like a mountain. I'm still going through. I reach verse Surah 16 and reading online the whole book, right? Being judged, right? So I'm being judged reading the whole book, right? Online, right? So whatever forces that be, right? I need to demonstrate that I am who I say I am, and to read all the verses and be judged, right, by all the verses publicly, right? Because these people, I need to show them more real judgment, and because they want to judge me on how I look and how I song and how I this, how I that, right? So I try to show people what real judgment is. I are able to stand by all the verses in the Quran by reading it publicly for the international community to judge. Now how I looking, right? Not how I looking, not what my skin color is, right? Not this, not that, but my ability, right, to demonstrate that I'm actually righteous because I stand it by every single verse, by publicly being judged and being judged by Allah through reading every single verse and coming out till 114, which I am and I will be doing. Right? Good.